Yo, what is going on, guys? Sekapoko here, bringing you another Genshin Impact video. For this, be going over the Chinese live stream for 1.1. We'll be talking about it, of course, and giving you all the details. And the first thing we're going to go over, of course, is going to be how do you get 160 Primo Gems for free using this code. Validation successful. Character name. Oh shit, they leaked my character name. Okay, now I can redeem the 160. Pog. So in the live stream, there is a bunch of different things that got brought up, and we went over in the live stream. This is a mega thread that on the Reddit, so I'll have a link to this in the description below. They went over 4 new characters, which actually we'll go over specifically to talk about them. And there's also Ganyu. This will be Ganyu. This one here is Zhongli. We have Childe, and then we had Diona and Xinyan, and both of which are going to be really cool 4-star characters, and we'll go over their abilities in a bit. They went over the new story trailer, which was sick AF. There was also Keqing is going to show up in the story finally, so we get to see her. Zhao is going to show up in the story in the next update. So in 1.2, it looks like we are, of course, going to get looks like Zhao. So if you're wondering when Zhao's coming, it looks like 1.2 we'll get Zhao. So you got about what is it, 5 weeks till Zhao. So if you're free to play, you're pay to play, whatever it may be, if you're looking for Zhao, you have 5 weeks apparently, according to Reddit. There's also a new weekly boss, and the weekly boss is Childe, and we'll go over that as well during this video. We'll also be going over the new reputation system with recipes and things like that that's going to be available. That's going to have a lot of rewards, and there's going to be a free Fischl new star challenge, and it looks like there's going to be a new mob. From what the Twitch stream reactions and everything, this is kind of like the Mora ferret. It looks like it's going to be an enemy on the field that's going to just randomly drop Mora, and we'll be going over that in this video as well. Going over live reactions in the video for the rest of the stuff, so I will be cutting up all the boring parts and putting the rest in the video so you can see everything. So guys, without further ado, let's go jump into the thing. All right, here we go. Real stuff.
为流通而造的船，遇到港口也会停泊。
Yo, this is the palace that they have in the sky.
财富沉淀的地方。
Yo, is this a dungeon?
这次的陨石体积是至今最大的一颗。啊，是鱼人众，还有朝贵州西来了。
拭目以待，失去神明的国度，会不会被原子的恶意重新吞没？
再会了。
1.1 is gonna be lit. Yo, we got Childe coming. All right, sick. Oh, dude, look at that spear. My guy. Oh, dude, he puts a particle on somebody, and then like you hit him. And then Zhongli, oh, bro. Oh, he kicks the spear. Dude's like Ning Wang. I can actually use. Dude, I got pull for Zhongli for sure. All right, here's the 4 stars, the one that matters.
非常摇滚的选择。
Okay, she gets a shield.
那个吉鲁克
And she has like
是我最讨厌的人。
thing.
亚纳斯
And is a healer of some kind, looks like. I believe. Yo, this is sick! Bro, they brought it! They brought it hard! They freaking brought it, dude. Childe is going to be the first stance-changing character that's going to be put into the game with a ranged attack that relies on a bow, and the other thing is going to be a melee attack that's going to be switching between a spear as well as 2 daggers. The 2 different things that he's going to be applying are going to be an ability called Broken Flow, which is going to apply on Childe's critical hits while he's in melee form, and it's going to allow him to have 2 separate ultimate abilities or elemental bursts that can do large amounts of damage to enemies. Broken Flow, the little marker on the enemies, will of course give you a nice little damage bump. Xinyan is going to be a physical damage support character that is going to have a shield that's going to be ranked up based on the number of enemies that is either going to be hitting her or around her. Not quite sure because translations are weird. The elemental burst is going to be a physical damage knockback effect that's going to do pyro damage. So it's going to do physical and pyro damage toward enemies, and the ascension levels of her are just going to just decrease the amount of requirements that she's going to have for shields. Overall, she seems like a really good physical damage support character that could potentially be very, very good for other characters. Zhongli is going to be the second 5-star character that's going to be added to the game, and he has an elemental skill that's going to synergize very well with other Geo characters. The elemental skill that he has is going to be an ability that calls down a giant pillar from the sky, and that pillar from the sky is going to deal damage to other enemies that are surrounding it. It's also going to make the any other Geo constructs that are around, including the Geo Traveler's little pillar thing, as well as the construct directly from Ningguang, deal damage toward enemies. Not unconfirmed on the other things. Of course, this is all like secondhand information, but you know, that's basically, since those two are constructs, that would be those 2 things that could happen. The other thing that he has is an elemental burst that's going to call down a giant meteor, causing devastating damage, and this is going to petrify enemies, which is a brand new mechanic. Petrify is of course very similar to the frozen effect that you see, and will make enemies take extra physical and geo damage. Zhongli's burst is also going to deal additional damage based on his max HP, so he's going to be more of an HP based character, one of the few characters in the game that's going to be very much like that. The other thing that Zhongli has is that he is also going to get extra stats whenever his shields take damage. So if you do end up getting kind of shield effects, which are going to be the crystals you see on the floor, those are going to apply shields, and of course when the shield takes damage, he gets 5 stacks, up to 25% extra stats, which is pretty darn big. Overall, he seems like an amazing character with a lot of potential, and probably one of the best characters going to be in the game, and it's going to bring Geo to this whole new level that's going to be very, very fun. Between the two, I'm most excited for Zhongli between the two, but Childe is definitely a very, very close second, because Geo is definitely very cool, and there's a lot of characters in the game that rely on bows already, but there's not a lot of characters that rely on polearms, and this is one of the first character that's going to be very cool for me to rely on a polearm. Unfortunately, we didn't actually have any information for Diona, because Diona, for some reason, got really, really chopped up in the live stream, but she is a cryo archer character that is going to do, I believe, some kind of supporting healing. So not too much to worry about for her. She's going to be a pretty good character, but I didn't really see anything that stood out for me, but hopefully she's cool. When we last left off the Traveler in the story mode, we were doing some things for the Boo Boo Pharmacy. If you haven't got there, of course, you can skip to this part of the video. The Boo Boo Pharmacy then says go out to fix the ballista, then we need to go out to the next area, and then we need to find some stuff. We then get visited by a character called Ganyu, and Ganyu says, hey bro, you need to go to the palace with Ningguang, and Ningguang is in this floating palace that you're going to see right here, where Ningguang is kind of looking over the veranda, and you can kind of see areas where Ningguang is just looking like a total badass. There's also going to be some new things that are coming out in the next few weeks that are going to be related to this, but as we saw in the original story trailer for 1.1, there's some very, very cool things that you need to know. Other things that you got to know about this. We also see Kaching and Zhao, as well as Ganyu, are going to be showing up in the next story update. You can kind of clearly see Kaching and Zhao and Ningguang here in this photo here, where they're going to be kind of part of the story. Very cool to actually see Kaching. I'm very excited to see that part of the story. But it's most likely going to see Zhao sometime near next year. We're not going to see Zhao anytime very, very soon. So just know that it's probably a ways away. The other thing that we did see in the story, which was very interesting, was there was a new boss that we're going to see, and we're talking about that next. Oh shit, the Childe boss. Here we go. Okay, this is a new boss that's going to be happening in the game, and this is the new instance boss that we're fighting. This is the Childe. Game boss has been teased. I have not put any videos or anything about this, but apparently this is the Childe boss. This is the world boss or whatnot, and it's looking sick. No, the lag. Oh shit. we got clapped. Oh bro, they took this from 7 Deadly Sins. Yo, they took that final boss shit from 7 Deadly Sins so hard. Okay, so there's gonna be a new area, or not? Sorry, not a new area. A new person that you're gonna be able to talk to in the middle of Mondstadt. This person. There's another one in Liyue Harbor as well.
哎，那不一样的好吧，小恩的
Name
凯瑟琳
Drizzle,
在
or-
我心中还是要更美一点的。
This is Hertha.
好了，这个呢就是我们城市声望的界面了。不得不说
And it's for reputation.
真的还蛮好看的哦。
哇，蒙德的界面是蒲公
Antiques
英哎，好自由哦。
璃月的是银杏叶，也挺古
And they
典美
have
的。
the reputation system for both
Oh.
cities.
那我就来介绍
There's
一下
world,
界面上
world
这几个系统吧
reputation,。character
哦，
reputation.
合起来了，要来了，要来了，要来了。
It's called Prestige.
旅行者在蒙德的
Different
声望
things
列
for the
中
West
我们
Wind,
西方骑士
Prestige levels and
有着
rewards.
相
Going for the
应的
second section.
旅行者可以通过4种不同的途径来提高自己在蒙德城的声望，比如开启更多的地图锚点。
This is going to be
完成
the
大世界任务
percentage rewards for
以及
completion.
接受居民的
Looks like you're also getting adventure XP out of this, and there's different characters with different character XP. There's also an adventure system. Like we're getting adventure XP out of this too, with more gains for different completion for actually killing bosses, kind of like bounties, I'm guessing.
大家做了这么多任务
And
升级声望之后，
look at
肯定
this.
是有好处
There's also a
声
glider
望
that
提
we
升
can
后
get
会
most
解锁
likely out
很
of
多新的道具
this,
和装扮。
and
装扮。
gotta do different things. This is for different recipes and different nameplates. Looks like.
妈妈也可以一起兴奋起来。
And it doesn't look like it costs any resin
这次
either.
两个城市都会有新的名片和翅膀。说实话，名片呢这个
And
装
then
扮
this is a name
系统
card
还是
that they're
挺喜欢
showing
的
off.
加好友的时候就能看到这个装扮。
Doesn't actually say that the name cards have any stats or any kind of gains out of them, so they're just mainly
我
cosmetic.
刚才就有注意到了 ，PV 里翅膀好像是不一样的。
And here's the glider here. There's no special stats on it or anything else on it. It's just basically a glider for aesthetics,
我也对装扮其实
and it's the
挺感
end
兴趣
result for a cosmetic.
啊，那我就补充一下，
There's a
啊
new
苏苏刚才
also
那个
being added here.
那个琴突然上
And
升
this is
的
gonna
那个
be
人介绍啊，其实是以
The
蒙德为
artifact
例，
upgrade
我
stuff
们璃月的
looks
声
like,
望系
and then
统也是
other
同理
character
的。
other kind of
那我们
materials
就来
upgrade.
看一看吧。
哎，声望系统里好像也有很多新的道具。
Forage drawings looks like.
别催了，别催了。
This one says
随着声望系统
synthetic
开放呢
drawings
还有许多很实用的小玩具。通过声望升级，拿到相应的道具制作说
New
明之后
crafting material-
我们就可以
alchemic
通过炼
recipes
金的方
Yeah
式制作出来了，是炼金啊。
哇，居
so.
然是炼
This
金
thing
比如说
is a
比如说
new
这个丰盛
piece that we're
的
getting.
共鸣石。我
I
现
don't
在
know
要
what it
抽
is.
取一个幸运
啊，
观众
我
回答一下。
知道，我知道，
This is
肯定
some
是
kind
找
of
封神
thing on
童
it.
的，应该是可以在地图上标记封神童的位置。
他过于积极了，好不好？
他一定差很多啊。
看在你回答
What are
正
they?
确的份上，我就不吃你了。
可是我玩游戏好佛系的，封神童我都没有
都。配的大尾丘。
What do you get out of it though?
进入游戏了解一下这次活动吧。活动开放了之后呢，大家就可以从游戏内的活动界面。
Okay, here's the new system that they were talking about.
详情页。
我看到
This was teased originally.
嘿嘿，老是在奇怪的地方观察力敏锐，你这个人不奇怪啊。
不奇怪。
好了好了，我要一点点介
Alright
绍。这次的游戏呢会逐渐开放，总共3个阶段。完成
On the
最
star-
阶段的任务之后
This is the Fischl event that they were talking about before. This is the star
其中还
event.
包括了这次活动的积分。
Yeah, this is the free Fischl event that they were teasing before. This is one of the things that was teased in the leaks.
不过呢，我知道接下来的才是你们最期待的。在我们这次的任务里达到了一定的条件之后，就可以
All
白
right,
嫖
so
到
here
底
it is. It's a free Fischl event. There is the Queen's contract. Complete the Fated Star, complete the recovered meteor, and accumulate Starfall. You got to do different. I'm guessing you have to finish all 3 of these things, which
天
cost
降
resin.
之星，也可以叫它大陨石。来来，
40
今天大家
resin
都
cost.
上啊，难得
200
我给
adventure
我
XP
们都
though,
安
and then
排
you
上
get
了
these
设备，
44.
顺便呢也给大家看看
44
4个
crystals.
新
I don't know what
角
these
色，
are.
好不好？
Are these like? You get friendship XP? Well, what do you get? Of course, you got resin. Yeah. You gotta do some resin event, right? All right, here's some child gameplay with Zhongli and the new Diona.
上交要注意的是，上交积分需要引导时间，其中受到伤害将会上交失败，本身能量也会受损。在规定的
All
时
right,
间内
it
完成目标积
says
分，
star
就可以获得
changes.
胜利哦。
Black
那
and
么
white video patterns of the enemy. The location is on the falling star. Please submit. All right, here we go. They're like typing an essay. Dude. So he's got some okay damage. Okay. They use child kind of like very melee. Okay. Wow, this dude flicks a lot unnecessarily.
我来了。
Okay, so you have to go inside this middle thing, and then you can see there's a progress bar like right here that was showing that you had to do different things. Let me move my camera over here.
特别讨厌钟离的这个打。
So they're doing a co-op right now. That's what they're like trying to coordinate.
我不知道，我在打啾啾人。
You can see the archer. Okay.
来，我来牵制一下。
This is what you can see at Rust at level 70. He's not using any kind of elemental breaks. So there's no lighting characters providing a superconduct for extra damage here, so we're not seeing any big fizz damage here.
我有大。
All right, Childe ulti again. Is that 26k? Or was that 2,600? I saw a 9k there from the Zhongli.
他为什么在圈里刷新啊？
交中，不要打我。好，搞定。哎呀，雷音术士来了。
All right, this is Childe again. He missed. Okay, they're standing inside this thing, and then the progress bar fills up. It looks like there's a assistant mage in here, and they have to kill that to stop them from doing something. The progress bar at the top of here looks like it's really similar to the original event. So it looks like that's you track toward. You can see it's at 1100 of 2000.
我靠
12k hit. Yeah, it was 20k then. It was 20k from the child earlier then. It was probably vaporize. 43k. Yeah. I don't know if I can't see what spear he's using. I cannot see what spear the Zhongli's using. But this guy's using a rust. It looks like he might be using one of the new spears, like maybe a 5-star spear or something like that. Oh no, is that Dragon's Bane? I can't tell. All right, Zhongli ulti, Childe ulti. Oh, this is coordinated AF. All right, so we can see some Diona gameplay here. It's pretty cool. And then here's some Childe gameplay again. Another Zhongli ulti. Didn't actually see how much it was for. The Childe ulti, only 7k that time. And they use the Petrify to keep him locked.
默默的在。
A lot of synergy on the comp because you have the Zhongli Petrifies.
可以呀。
搞定了。
They got it. The minutes in 249. So it's very similar to the original event where you're trying to complete something very quickly.
今天我们的最后一组兑换码
Here is it. So for the 1.1 live stream, we had a lot of cool stuff, a lot of interesting things that happened, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, of course, like, subscribe, all the fun stuff. You have a great rest of your day. Peace.